Hey guys, I am doing my weekly video. Sorry it's late. I just really haven't been in the mood lately. For last week, next week, and the week after, I have videos already done, ready to go up. The third week in August, I have to start kind of doing videos. I have what I want to do. There's a few that I have to wait to do closer to the day of those videos, but anyways, no real updates with me. Just keep on keeping on. There have been some major updates with my dad. Last week I had said that on Friday my mom had called hospice in, so hospice has been in a full week, 2 weeks? 2 weeks now, yeah. So, or no, I had said 2 weeks ago my mom was calling in hospice. Last week my dad had asked for us to come. I didn't really, for safety reasons, want to say, but we did leave last Sunday morning after my husband got home from some stuff he had to do. We left Sunday. We got there early Monday morning. We were able to spend Monday with him and Tuesday with him, and then Wednesday we came home. Partially because my husband had to get back to work, partially because my son was deathly afraid of my dad. Now my son has been a papa's boy since the beginning. He loves his papa. And it was hard to see, like, we would, like, you know, you can go give papa a hug, and he, no. Why don't you give papa a hug? No. Why don't you tell papa you love him? No. So this was very out of character for him, and he was afraid of him. My daughter, on the flip side, who, you know, she loved my dad, or she loves my dad, she could give or take. She was all about my mom. So she was a yaya's girl. And so she would always want my mom to hold her, want my mom, because my mom would give in to every whim she had. So anyways, while we were there, she was like, almost mauling my dad. Like, she was constantly wanting to give him hugs. She was constantly wanting to give him kisses. And I mean, my dad was fine with it, but I'm thinking, you know, as things progress, is she going to be to the point, if we stay through the duration until he's gone, is she just going to become more obsessive and attached to him, as well as my son's already afraid, and is he going to become more scared? And do we really want those last memories of them with their papa to be the end? And the more my husband and I thought about it, we're like, you know, they gotta come see papa, they gotta say goodbye to papa. My dad got to say goodbye to us, and so we were able to have those moments with him. Like I said, hospice has come in on Monday. He just had a health nurse, or a CNA, come in. And Tuesday, his case manager came in. My mom had gone to work on Tuesday, since my husband, myself, and my kids were there to kind of keep an eye on my dad while she was at work. And the case manager came. And we got to meet her. She was very nice. She brought some books for the kids, some color books for the kids, some other material for my husband and I to read to kind of help the kids through this. And she also brought these pillows. They're basically the same idea as tie blankets, except for they're pillows. And it's supposed to be that when a child is sad, or it's more so for children, but they're supposed to do the tie blanket or the tie pillow with the loved one, and then when they're sad or lonely afterwards and they need a hug, they can hug this pillow. Well, she asked my dad if he would do that with the kids, and he said yes, but we were just kind of, would he not, because there were things in the past he would say he would do with the kids and he wouldn't. So she brought them over. They had the pillow, they had the material, or the fleece already cut, so we just had to tie it. So my husband and my daughter did 3 sides of one. My son and I did 3 sides of the other one. Then we shoved the pillows in, And then my dad and my daughter finished hers, and my dad and my son finished his. So we got some pictures of the kids working with Papa, finishing their pillows, and both of them since have like been clinging to their pillows and sleeping with their pillows. They are starting to kind of, they've been through my grandmother's funeral, but they knew my grandmother, but they weren't close to her. So we're kind of, we don't know how this is going to go with them, so that's why the hospice worker brought in a lot of stuff. Being that they're up in North Dakota and we're down here, I'm like, how does it work? I know that hospice stays with the families for 13 months after the loved one has passed. I go, our biggest concern is my son right now, and our insurance won't pay for anything, and I don't know how it works. And she explained to me the process. She's like, even if you need to go speak to somebody, if your son needs to go speak to somebody, we will do the referral down to hospice down there, and then they will get in touch with you and get the stuff scheduled. So, you know, it's nice to know that that's going to be there for us. And yeah, other than that, I mean, as my mom keeps saying, he's sleeping a lot, but he's not. He's laying down and he's closing his eyes, but when he wants to interject his 2 cents into a conversation, he'll pipe up. And he doesn't really talk as much as he used to, but it's getting hard for him to talk. He's been aspirating when he eats or drinks, so the hospice nurse has, you know, pre-warned my mom and my dad, you know, pneumonia will probably take you before the cancer. But that's why it's imperative you need to get up and keep moving around. So he has been getting up, moving around, wanting to go places, wanting to go eat. I mean, it takes a lot out of him when he does it, but he's wanting to keep moving. And the day after we left, he did say he finally wanted a hospital bed. My mom said it's kind of hit or miss if he sleeps in it. My parents have an average size house, I would guess you would say, and aside from their bedroom, they had 3 other beds in the house. So my mom has been sleeping in their spare bedroom, which is across the hall from their bedroom where the hospital bed is now. And she said that she's been sleeping in there, and she said although there are nights, she goes, your dad doesn't want to sleep in the hospital bed, so he's been coming and sleeping in the spare bedroom. So, and he's still all there mentally. Well, I should say as much as mentally as my dad is. But like today, my parents were gonna go eat breakfast somewhere. My mom pulled the car out, and she noticed that one of the tires was low, and she goes, he got out, he went over, got his air compressor, aired up that tire, checked the other 3 tires, and she goes, you know, that shows that he's still mentally where he was. And I said, and that's a good sign. So the hospice keeps saying, you know, as long as he's eating and drinking, as long as he's staying where you can not necessarily understand him, but he's mentally all there, those are all good signs. So that's where it is now. I'll keep you guys updated. I thought about, you know, if something major comes up, like just doing it that day, but I think I'm just gonna save them for the Be Strong videos, because I know there are a few people on my channel that cannot handle the Be Strong videos, and they know that these are there, and I don't want to surprise them by talking about it in another video. So I'm going to try to keep this all here, and I'm just going to do like one big weekly update instead of individual updates. So I hope everybody has a great week, and I will see you all later. Bye.